Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Tegan's Learning Tree. I'm Sean, Tegan's husband, and today I'm going to be reading a book with you. This one is called At the Old Haunted House, and it's written by Helen Ketteman and illustrated by Nate Wragg. Ooh, what kind of spookiness awaits? We're going to find out together, because I haven't read this one yet. Just a blank blue page, okay. Here's our title page. Ooh, I like the look of that ghost. Seems kind of friendly, which is good. We like a friendly ghost. Ooh. Check out this scene. Oh, I just love it. Great spooky art. Okay, here we go. Our first page. At the old haunted house, in a room with no sun, lived a warty green witch and her wee witchy one. Poof! Cried the one, and they both practiced spells in the room with no sun. At the old haunted house, where a cold draft blew, lived a big ma monster and her wee monsters too. Stir, called the ma. We stir, cried the two. And they whirred and they stirred while the cold draft blew. Ooh. By the old haunted house, in the dead hollow tree, lived a scrawny black cat and her wee kittens three. Scratch! Cried the mother. Meow! Cried the three. And they scratched and they growled in the dead hollow tree. Ooh, look at all the cats. Ooh, row. All right, here we're on our next page now. At the old haunted house with the squeaky old floor lived a green paw goblin and his wee goblins four. Dust, cried the paw. We dust, said the four, and they spread lots of dust on the squeaky old floor. There's the goblins. Look at that dust. Well, at least they're cleaning it. At least they're cleaning it. All right, next page. At the old haunted house where scary things jive lived a ma werewolf and her wee wolfies five. Howl! Cried the ma. Ow! Wailed the five. And they yowled and they howled where scary things jive. I like that word, jive. It's kind of an older word. Let's bring it back. Jive. Ooh, look at this page. In the old haunted house, in a vault made of bricks, lived a papa vampire and his little vamps six. Show fangs, Papa cried. Hiss, went the six. And they snarled and they shrieked in the vault made of bricks. You know, just for fun, they're upside down, but you know what? We can still flip the book around and see what they look like. They look like happy, friendly vampires, don't they? All right, next page. At the old haunted house, teaching a lesson, was a hairy mom bat and her bitty bats seven. Deep dive, cried the mom. Flip flap went the seven. And they dipped and they doved in their dip diving lesson. Ooh, a graveyard. By the old haunted house near the graveyard gate lived a spooky dad ghost and his wee ghosties eight. Haunt, cried the dad. Boo, cried the eight. And they booed and they floated through the graveyard gate. Ooh. At the old haunted house, half covered with vines, lived a mummy mommy and her wee mummies 9. Mix, cried the mommy, we mix, cried the 9, and they stirred and they mixed in the house with the vines. Ooh. Those are some wacky mummies. Ooh, here we go. Spiders. At the old haunted house, in the dusty old den, lived a fat ma spider and her wee spiders 10. Spin, cried the ma. Weave ho, cried the 10. And they spun sticky webs in the dusty old den. At the old haunted house, at the front door creaked. Trick or treat, yelled the children. The ghosts shrieked, eek. Come in, called the mummy. The monsters made stew. The mummies made cake. The witches zapped brew. Wow, look at that scene. That actually looks like a lot of fun. I could see going to that. The creatures all grinned as they struck up the band, and the spiders all swung on sticky web strands. The ghosties floated as the music played, black cats scratched, and werewolves bayed. The vampire band played music all night, and they all had fun at the Halloween fright. Well, that was a fun book. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the artwork and the fun story, and it was just such a good time. So I hope you had a good time as well, a little spooky tale for us all. And thanks for reading with us. Thanks for reading with me, and thanks for reading with Tegan. And we'll see you soon. Take care.